12 years ago, the phone rang, and it was Bear Grylls on the phone, international explorer, adventurer, celebrity, working with Discovery Channel. And he said, "Can I talk to Molly Bedingfield?" I said, "Okay, I'm here, what do you want?" And he said, "I can't tell you my name, but what would you do if I gave your charity $1 million? What would you do with it?" And I was like, I just started the charity 6 months before. And I was thinking, how on earth, is he real? How did he find out about me? And I said, well, off the top of my head, what I would do is, we're working in Mozambique, Kenya, Uganda, Sierra Leone. What we could do is probably help 100,000 people building schools, medical clinics, water. And I said, yeah, 100,000 people. He said, 100,000 people? That's amazing. Could you really do that? And I said, absolutely. And he said, well, how much would you take out for admin and overheads? I said, nothing. We have 100% promise. Every Global Angels has 100% promise. Every penny the public gives us will go on the ground to a tangible item such as a classroom or a water well. And he said, wow, that's amazing. He said, let me introduce you to myself. I'm Bear Grylls. I'm going to do a world record attempt in the Himalayas, the highest paramotor in the world. Discovery Channel is filming me. My sponsors have said, promised me that if I achieve this, they will give my favorite charity $1 million. Pretty amazing, isn't it? So he introduced me to GKN, who is an amazing company, and they had 40,000 staff around the world, and they were his sponsors. And does everyone know what a paramotor is? It's like a little machine that looks like a fan that you have on your back, like real power stuff. And until then, people could only go 13,500 feet. They thought that's all they could do humanly. But he was trying to go to the Himalayas, just in front of Mount Everest, and he was going to try to do 29,500 feet, which is nearly 9,000 meters, and do this record. So anyway, he introduced me to GKN, and they went to their staff, their 40,000 staff around the world, and said, every year, you, without help, collectively raise about $1 million for projects around the world. Everything you raise above 1 million this year, we will match fund, and we will give to Bear's favourite charity, Global Angels. And they were just so excited. And so, it took them a year to do it, and guess how much they raised? $2.5 million, which is absolutely amazing. So Bear went to the Himalayas, did his record, was on Discovery Channel. They were pleased. Global Angels got its $1 million, and we were able to help 100,000 people on the ground. And that was the first $1 million I ever saw come into the charity. Very exciting. Why did Bear, what was it that Bear was excited about? Why did I start the 100% Promise? So I'm the founder of a charity, and when I started, well, this is what happened to me. 20 years I was 20 years I was working in the voluntary charity sector. I was running my own business, counselling business, and it was developing around the world. I was homeschooling my 4 children, had just finished it, and suddenly my oldest son shot to fame and became a global pop star. You might have heard of him, some of you down here probably, but Daniel Bedingfield. And then 2 years later, his sister, Natasha Bedingfield, she shot to fame and became this global pop star. Since then, my daughter, Nicola, has been nominated for Emmy Awards and other things for her songwriting. Just got another one yesterday. She rang me to say she's just been nominated for a television one in Spain, I think it is. And my younger son, he is a musician. So, and I was thinking, what is going to happen? One day they're going to go, who's the mum? Because I homeschooled them. So I thought, what am I going to use for this platform that I have as their mum? What am I going to use that for? What could I do that really makes a difference? And for most of my life, I had been longing, everything within me cried out to help the people that were suffering on the planet. I felt such a passion that I had to be involved. I wanted to be involved to make a difference. And here I thought, Bob Geldof said he wasn't going to do Live 8, again, the big concert, and I thought, someone has to do that. That can't be that hard, can it, It's very hard, actually. And I said, well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try. And then I thought, well, I'm going to have to raise a huge amount of money. I know these pop stars. I'm going to start a new charity. As time went by, as I started to prepare the charity, I found out, which lots of you know now, that a lot of the big charities, when they raise money for a tsunami or some major disaster, very little money actually gets on the ground. And that 2 or 3 times levels of finance are taken out and a very small amount gets to the ground. I was horrified when I heard that. I thought, that's not right. Something has to be done. So I thought, I know, I'm going to promise the world that every penny the public gives us will go to the ground. Nothing taken out. And we're going to start a new model charity. The world needs new model charities. Imagine if the world stopped trusting in charity and if no one gave any more. It would be so sad. And so I thought, right, that's my mission in life. And I started to tell everyone this is what I was going to do. And everyone went, yes, we're behind you. We're going to help you. My kids became ambassadors. Bear Grylls became an ambassador. Joss Stone, all sorts of people. Amazing things. And we've done amazing things on the ground. 2 years after Bear, I got rung up again by an organizer who was doing the first people ever to skydive in the Himalayas. And he said to me, Molly, will you invite Daniel or Natasha to a free skydive in the Himalayas? And they're going to be on television, it'll be this big thing. And I went, okay, so I asked the kids, they said, yes, we'd love to. Raising money for Global Angels, for children in Asia. And their managers said, no, sorry, record label, it's too dangerous. So then the guy who was organising it asked me to do it. And I thought, me? No way. This is like in the Himalayas, 9,000 metres, in a little tiny aeroplane, minus 30 degrees outside, oxygen mask on my face, tank on my back, strapped to this hunky man. I'm like, no way. That is terrifying. I'm not jumping out of a plane. I think I might die if I did. I was absolutely terrified. But then he said to me, but you could raise more money than anyone else if you did it. And I thought, me? I'm not a fundraiser. Really? I could raise more money than anyone else. Maybe that would really help a huge amount of children. And I was thinking, I don't want to jump out of an aeroplane, but I could help people. So I said, yes, I'll do it. And then I was absolutely terrified even more and filled with fear because once I started telling everyone, Natasha told the Ellen DeGeneres show that she had this amazing mum, this is all over America, who was going to do this skydive. And she said, Ellen said, gosh, that's crazy. Has she ever jumped before? And it's like, no, this is her first ever skydive. The truth was, I was too scared to even practice. So I never even did a practice skydive. Can you imagine? This is in the Himalayas, highest drop zone in the world. No one's ever done it before. And so then I had to do it, didn't I? So here I am, 2 years later, stepping out the plane with this hunky man on my back, as I said, trying to overcome my fear. And you know what continually came in my mind was I'm on top of the world looking on creation, you know that song? And I was thinking, and when I jump, this is going to raise huge numbers of money for children. So I did. It took 7 minutes to get down, 1.5 minutes free fall, faster than the speed of gravity because there's little oxygen. It was very, very exciting. I even forgot to breathe for a long time. I was so... And then I looked down, I thought, I better breathe. And I breathed because I had a mask on my face. I didn't think I'd be able to. And I went, I can breathe, It was very, very traumatic and exciting. And 1.5 minutes free fall, that fast. Then the canopy came up, 5.5 minutes, right down. And then we land, this beautiful landing. And what happened to me, by being courageous, brave, very brave, for a higher purpose than myself, I was able to do that and raise $200,000 for children. As I landed, something happened inside me and I thought, wow, I've conquered one of the greatest fears in my life. If I can do this, I can do anything. And since then, I've seen a tremendous change in my life, being able to take on amazing things. So what did I want to share with you today through these stories? Some things that are really, really important on my heart. One is follow your passion, take up the opportunities, use the platform that you get given, take the opportunity that's before you, and be a change maker. You know, the world really, really needs us right now. I was just a mum. Yeah, I was a charity worker, but I'd never done anything like starting concerts and big charities and stuff like that. But with the need to make the world a safer and a kinder place for everyone was so powerful, that passion. The courage came, the boldness came to start the charity and to promise, 100% promise. Everyone said to me, you can't do it. That's impossible. Why would you promise 100%? You might need to spend that money one day. What are you going to do then? And I thought, oh no, the world needs me to do a new model of charity with 100% promise. Otherwise, people aren't going to trust charity. And you know what happened because I did that? That started the 100% promise movement. Now there's some amazing charities promising the public 100%. How do we do it? We have another fund that companies and individuals give to as angels, corporate angels, and they fund our operating costs. Sometimes we don't have much. Sometimes we have a lot. But we always keep that promise to the public because the public need to be able to trust in charity. So, you know, passion, if you listen, you might not do what I'm doing. I was just a normal lady I still am just a normal person. I would never skydive. It's not my thing. But everyone thinks I'm brave, so I might have to do it again. But anyway, follow your passion. You know, it could be to be a change maker. It could be that you're an amazing mother. It could be that you're an amazing father. It could be that in your workplace you're an amazing lawyer, or you're like these amazing people in Iraq bringing transformation when we just need them to do it so much. They've transformed their lives, and all the circumstances have an experience in life with their passion and their courage. They're doing these amazing things and they're able to influence. So look at your life. What are you passionate about? It could be music, art, science, whatever it is in the environment. Take that and go, God, here I am. Universe, whatever you believe in, here I am. I'm putting it out there before you. I'm willing to do anything it takes to bring transformation and change in the world that needs me. And then be bold and courageous and use the platform that develops over your life. Use that platform and opportunities to do what your passion leads you to. And take the opportunity, do it. And my encouragement is step up and be a change maker. Step up and make your mark on the world, whatever it is. Do it, and do it with all your heart. And I want to encourage you. Is there anyone here that wants to join me in helping transform the world? Anybody? Stand up. Step up. Just put it out there to the universe and say, I'm willing to be the change. I want to make the difference. Yes. Yes. That's right. And he's, yes. Woo. That's what we need. Thank you. Thank you.